Today I am going to be making a YouTube video about a game on Roblox that is a dropper game. This is going to be the first time I'm making a YouTube video on doing a dropper in Roblox. As well as while I'm doing this dropper, I'm going to be telling a really funny story about my grandma. Without further ado, let's get started. So basically, when I was really little kid, my grandma had came to visit, and she had read this article on apparently there was a vehicle that was stolen, and so she at the time I was wanting to sleep outside on my trampoline, so she agreed to sleep on the trampoline with me. And when we were on the trampoline, she couldn't fall asleep. She was worried that someone might come and try stealing something because she had read something about it in the newspaper. So she had been waiting, and a few vehicles went by, and nobody pulled into the yard, and she was just about asleep. And what happened next was a vehicle pulled into the yard. And this vehicle was sat in the driveway for quite a while. Comment down below if you can imagine where the story's going. And please hit the like button and comment if you like this content or like this type of show. I am looking for suggestions, but basically this vehicle sits in the driveway for about an hour or hour and a half. I'm not exactly fully sure. So he sits in the driveway for a little while. I'm not sure what's happening in the game at the second. I'm just going to pause it for a second so I can figure it out. Pause the story for a second. I am going to get back to it, so the video is not over yet. Sorry about that. I had to go into a different dropper game because that other one was glitching out for some reason. So basically, this story, where was I again? Comment down below if you know. So my grandma was waiting on the trampoline, worried about this person, and he was on the phone with someone visiting for quite a long time, for, like I said, probably a half an hour-ish. At the time, I was asleep while this was happening. So the person hangs up, gets off the phone, and walks over towards the door of my house. My grandma gets off the trampoline and says, "What do you think you're doing?" And this person that was trying to get into my house, we were having a person boarding at our house or staying at our house, and I forgot to tell my grandma that there was someone staying. So he turns around and says, "I live here." She says, "No, you don't." So they kind of went back and forth till they finally phoned my dad. And he said, "Oh yeah, we forgot to mention there was a person staying here." And the ironic thing was, I was asleep during this whole thing that happened. But man, the first time I heard this story, I laughed. And whenever I tell people this, they fall over laughing from. It's probably not the funniest story ever, but in my opinion, it's a pretty funny one. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you have any suggestions for games I could play, or videos, or any different content or suggestions, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button.